If you hurt us, then you know we don't have nothing to do with anything, said Aja. Oh, quite the contrary, my good man. You all but implicated yourself in the procurement of ill-gotten goods. Whether you can produce the spoils are irrelevant, but if you could perhaps, the queen may show you leniency. You heard the man. Which one of you salty sea dogs knows something, lest we all be swinging from the gallows, said Kingston. Now you see, I'm just a lowly deckhand, not exceptional or special in any way that matters, but I know a thing that it seemed none of them knew. And if it was going to save me from the rope, I suppose I wasn't going to keep it to myself. I slinked out of the shadows and presented myself, pushing a few of the angry muzzles pointing my direction away from my person. I know you, sir, I says to the man in black. I can assure you that you don't, Sir Dudley explained. Nah, I knows ya, I'm sure of it, I says. I could sort of tell he recognized me too, from the look on his face. You knew the captain. Oh yeah, you knew him, I said. Swiggy, what are you on about? Said Aja. Swiggy being what the crew took to calling me. Remember when we were up in Portugal? Remember that Captain Shipbottom took me and Bad Feet to the mainland with him to watch his back? Said he had a rendezvous and wanted to make sure it went the right way. I seen him and the captain hobnobbing at the market, then I didn't want to say no more and wish I didn't stop so abrupt, cause of course they wanted to hear the whole thing. What else? Penelope insisted. No, that was it, I say. Well, when I heard her click the hammer back on her blunderbuss, I got a bit more chatty. After them two talked for a moment, I seen him holding hands and he pecked them on the cheek. Like a lady, said Kingston. Would I make something up like that with a gun in me face? I said. All eyes visibly darted back to the man in black, so fast you could feel a rush of air follow it. You are mistaken, sir. I do not know you, said Dudley. Captain Aja pointed to Montsho and told him, You, go take a peek outside. See if he has men out there. The fact that Dudley just let it happen didn't instill fear in anyone. We all waited awkwardly in a standoff. The only thing we could hear was the agitated squeals of that annoying monkey. I thought I might break up the tension. I spy something red. Bill Bluey blurted out, he being a sucker for games. Aja's face. Your plane's on the floor if you don't shut the fuck up, Aja said to me. Brains ain't red, Captain, they're more like pinkish grey like, said Bill, who was cut short by 100 accusing eyes. Montsho came back into the room in a huff. It doesn't have more than a handful of men. We could take them. Why would you come so light into a den of thieves, law enforcer or not, when you knew we'd call your bluff? Could it be you were fucking my man? Penelope said to Dudley. I seen his top lip quiver like a leaf in fall afore he blurted. You didn't love him as I did. It's only right I get back what he stole. I would be the Queen's right hand if I were to perform such a miracle. Well, look who's a low-down and dirty thief just like the rest of us, said Captain Kingston. This don't get us no closer to that goal. The only way we gets any closer is to figure out where he is, if he's dead or not. And the only one who really knows that for sure is his first mate, said Penelope. All eyes darted back to Aja. Tells me what you know, and God help me, I'll kill you and anyone who sails on your godforsaken tub, Kingston threatened. Aja looked away before saying what he said. Me, Captain Shitbottom, and a few others sailed out to an island. I thought he was to dig up treasure we took. Our boat been riding low, too damaged from battle. I figure she ain't got much more time left. Me and the crew had been hurting lately. It was lean times out there, so I tried to force Captain Shipbottom to tell me where the gold was, so that me and the crew could get paid like we were meant to. Aja looked at the monkey tinker, but this shitheel hopped off his shoulder and distracted me. The captain shot Pete, Winston Blockhead, and nearly got me. I managed to put a musket ball in his gut, and don't nobody walk away from that. He ran off to the water, and I headed back. So don't nobody know where he put it, said Kingston in defeat. Looks that way, Penelope said. Well, the least we could do for old Shitbottom is send his friend to the locker to join him, said Aja, looking to that blasted monkey. Nobody liked that damn monkey, and everyone was wanting some sort of closure, so at the time, gutting the little bastard seemed like the way to soothe the bloodthirsty mob. Everyone howled in triumph when Aja floated the idea of killing Tinker. I must admit it weren't no love lost between us, and I'd rather see him dead than get hit by another piece of that little monkey shit. Aja pointed his blunderbuss at Tinker's cage, and the crowd roared so loud I couldn't even hear myself think. Certainly before Aja pulled the trigger, a musket fired and struck Aja dead. He fell over the cage, and Tinker ran free when the lock broke. A man in the crowd, heavy scar, crooked nose, and hair that grew wild, stood in the middle of the bar with the smoking gun. I reached for my pick sticker, and the crew all went for what they had on them. In that split second, little Tinker ran straight for the stranger, went up his leg, and sat on his shoulder. The ugly pirate pulled his nose away, took his hair hat off, and I'll be damned if it weren't old Captain Shitbottom himself. Rumors of my death were quite exaggerated, old Shitbottom said. The crew and everyone else stayed their weapons whilst he spoke. I was laying low, waiting to see who was loyal and who wasn't, and after this display I can see it wasn't never none of you, said old Shitbottom. Then to top it all off, you tried to kills me monkey. For shame, said Shitbottom, giving Tinker a red grape. He let out a deep sigh. If you really want to know where I buried the treasure, I'll tell ya. The treasure was buried in your hearts and in the friends we made along the way. Oh, Shitbottom said, but couldn't stop himself from laughing. Ah, hell, I'm fucking with you. I spent it all on these gold teeth, a new ship, and even got me a new crew. Now, I can't say that my new crew is less money-grubbing than you lot, but I can say this. They're a lot better shots. After he said what he said, that's when all hell broke loose. Gunfire rang out, and strangers popped up shooting people in the back. Penelope got hit 3-4 times and went spinning over the bar. Shitbottom done his brother in himself. In a blink, through the smoky haze, wasn't nobody left standing but Shitbottom, his new crew, the tavern keepers, and myself, who was under the table when the bullets flew. Oh, Shitbottom saw me cowering and looked to me. Swiggy, is that you? It's me, Captain, I says. He pointed a pistol in my face. Wait, hold on, I was loyal, I didn't never say a bad word about you, and I didn't raise no hand to you, I said. Captain Shitbottom lifted his head and thought, as if weighing my deeds against what he could recollect. Maybe you didn't, but still. Captain Shitbottom pulled the trigger and laid me down. And this was why you never went to a pirate's funeral. I do like stories where bad people get put in their place. Well, there's my exit, and it got me through another long haul. This is Maurice Monroe, signing off. Until the next one.